Hi everyone, Amanda here with Unwind Flow Yoga. For today's class, it's class 2 of our Foundations of Flow series. And for today's class, we're going to be looking at our side-facing poses in the Warrior 2 series. You won't need any props for today's class, and we're going to start standing up, looking at our ujjayi breath we built the foundation for in class 1. So when you're ready, join me at the top of your mat. Feet are about hip distance apart here. Arms are by the sides, face the palms forward. And then just start to notice your breath. Breathing into the nose and breathing out through the nose. Once you've found the rhythm of your breath, seeing if you can integrate our ujjayi breath, so that idea of fogging and unfogging the mirror as you breathe in and out. And then possible, you can take a few rounds imagining the compact mirror out in front. We're going to keep that cadence of our breath as we move into some half sun salutations. Just we're going to get the body warm, connecting movement to our breath. On your next breath in, reach the arms up. On an exhale, touch the palms and come into your forward fold, bending the knees as you arrive. On an inhale, hands to shins, lift halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to rise, lift yourself all the way back up. Exhale, touch the palms, hands towards heart center. One more like that. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, touch the palms, soften the knees as you fold forward, let it go. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen, hands to shins, use the inhale to rise. Exhale, release, fold forward. Using the strength of the legs to inhale, lift you all the way back up. Exhale, touch the palms, take the hands towards heart center. Adding in those straight leg lunges, getting our legs warmed up. Inhale, rise the arms. Exhale, touch the palms, soften the knees as you fold forward. Inhale, hands to shins, lift halfway. Exhale, fingers to floor, set the left foot back behind you, look forward, lengthen the left heel. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Exhale, release. Inhale, come forward, high plank pose. Exhale, press you back, downward facing dog. From here, both knees to the floor, step your left foot in between the hands, and then lengthen the right leg out behind you, look forward. Notice the strength of that right leg. We're taking an extra breath here as we warm up. And then exhale, right foot meets the left, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale to rise, lift yourself all the way back up. Exhale, hands towards the heart, pause. Second side, leading with the right leg. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, palms touch, soft knees as you fold forward. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, this time right leg, fingertips down, lengthen the right leg out behind you, look forward. On an exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here, one breath. And then inhale, come forward, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Knees find the floor, step the right foot forward, lengthen left leg. So straight left leg, look forward, take a full cycle of your breath here. Bottom of your exhale, left foot meets the right, forward fold here. So bend the knees. Inhale, lengthen, so lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to rise, lift yourself all the way back up. Exhale, hands towards the heart. Take a moment to pause here. Reconnect to the breath. Take 2 more cycles. Inhale and exhale. All right, from here, we're going to work into the technique of our side-facing poses, our Warrior 2. So this part of the class is going to take us out of the flow. We're going to come back into a flow in a few moments. So we're going to start with our right side. So our right leg is going to stay where it is. We're going to take a big step back with the left foot. Looking down at the feet, our right heel is going to be in the middle of the back foot, so in the middle of the left foot, or it can be aligned with the heel. You can sort of play around with this as we go. And then we're gonna bend into our right knee so that our knee is right over the ankle. So this is a straight line, and we're making sure our knee is tracking forward. So it's common that we can drop the knee in towards the big toe side of our foot, and that doesn't feel great for our knee. So we want it to be straight in line with the foot. So knee over ankle in line with the foot. And then next, I want you to bring your hands towards your hips and feel your hips are level here. So your right hip is the same height as your left. You can use the hands here, you can use a mirror. Mine love to dip, so this is something I often have to pay attention to. And often when I straighten out my hips, I release the bend in this front knee. So you're really gonna have to pay attention with this, especially when you're starting out, to build in that muscle memory. So hips level, knee over ankle. And then we wanna feel some engagement in our legs. So sometimes we can be like a little bit higher up, a little bit of a shorter stance, and yes, we're in warrior two, but we can be working the strength of our legs a little bit more. So I invite you to widen that back foot just a little bit to keep it interesting in the legs, to keep us focused. And then our upper body here is just like we're standing at the top of our mat. So our shoulders are over our hips, and we'll take the arms out wide. Both arms are engaged, and then we'll look forward, look over the right fingertips. We'll sit here for another breath, so finding the breath as we remain here in this static pose. And then take the hands to the hips, and then we'll just switch sides from here, and then we'll start to build into our flow. So just finding it on the second side here. We're looking down at our left foot this time. Left heel is going to come to the middle of the right foot or towards the right heel. It just depends what feels best for you. The heel to heel is a little bit of a wider base, so that might feel better for you. And then bend to the left knee, knee over ankle, hips are level. And then widen the right foot if you'd like a little bit more of a challenge there. Looking down at your front leg, making sure the knee is still tracking, and then reach both arms out, look over the left fingertips. And then now that we kind of know what the legs feel like, we'll just do a little bit of a variation for the arms. So I want you to rotate both arms up, like as far up as they'll go. Palms are facing the ceiling. And then keep everything just from the wrists, rotate the wrists down towards the ground. So if you're feeling a little bit of activity in the shoulders as you rotated the arms up, you'll still feel that activity as you rotate the wrists down. Look over the left fingertips, take a breath in, take a breath out. Great, hands to hips, and then step back towards the top of your mat. Let's take a half sun salutation, just shaking that out. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, touch the palms, soft knees as you fold forward. Exhale. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to rise, lift yourself all the way back up. Exhale, palms touch, take the hands towards the heart. Hands find the hips. Connect into your legs here, especially that right leg. And then on an inhale, just start to lift the left leg up, and then we'll take a big step back with the left foot. Finding that heel to arch or heel to heel alignment, bend into the right knee, knee over ankle, hips stay level. Once you found it there and the legs feel interesting, take the arms out and look over your right fingertips. Strong through both arms. Take a breath in. Exhale, let it go. From here, let's add in one more pose here, coming into side angle. So we're going to take our right forearm onto the right thigh and just pause there and press the right forearm down so you remain long in this right side of the waist. And then from here, sweep the left arm in front of you and then overhead. So you're making a long line here from your left fingertips all the way to the outer edge of your left foot. Notice here if you lift it up in that right knee, can you sink a little lower? Look down at the right knee. Is it still tracking with your right toes? Take that next breath in, come back, warrior two. Take the hands towards the heart and take a big step forward towards the top of your mat. Take a breath in. Exhale, let it go. From here, switching sides. Hands towards the hips. Connect to that left foot. Take the right knee up. Just finding the balance a little bit here on your left foot. And then take a big step wide. Bend into the left knee, knee over ankle. Spread the arms out. Strong through both arms. Find your pose. So we're trying to make the sense of a template here, but keeping it interesting every time. So we're just not hitting our pose, that we're really finding that full body engagement. Take another breath in. As you exhale here, side angle pose. Left forearm finds the left thigh, and then press down so you're lengthening the left side of the waist, and then sweep the right arm up and forward so you're reaching towards the top of your mat as the right foot presses down. Stay here 2 breaths. Checking into your alignment here. Knee over ankle, press the right foot down, and then inhale brings you back up. Find your warrior 2. Take the hands towards the heart. Take a big step forward at the top of your mat. Repeating on the right side. Take a breath in. Exhale, let it go. Take the hands to the hips. Weight in the right foot. Just take the left foot off the mat, finding a little bit of a balance. Take a big step back with the left foot. Find that heel to arch alignment here. Knee over ankle. Spread the arms wide. Hips are level here. Standing here in your warrior 2, looking over your right fingertips. Feel the feet pressing down. Feel the arms widening here. So as if the arms and the legs and this reach of the spine was all happening at the same intensity. See if you can check into that. And then find your side angle pose, keeping that sense of integrity, full body here. Lengthen the spine, lengthen left side body. Inhale, rise back up, find warrior 2, and then from here we'll add in triangle pose. I invite you to straighten your right leg, mostly but not all the way, so keep a little bit of a bend here, and then keep the length on the right side of the waist. We're going to reach the right fingers forward, reach as far as you can, and then back of the right hand finds the right leg, take the left arm up. So this is a bit of a higher triangle pose, but we're focusing on the length of our waist. Can you press down through the feet? Can you reach the arms a little bit wider apart? Perfect. Inhale, rise back up, find warrior 2. Look over right fingertips. Take the hands towards the heart. Step forward, step towards the top of your mat. Take a breath in. Exhale. Notice if the right side and left side feel a little bit different. Left side, hands to the hips. Pour the weight into that left leg, and just take the right leg up. Take a big step back. Find warrior 2, so that heel to heel or heel to arch alignment. Bend into the left knee, spread the arms wide. Recall that sense of intensity through the legs and through the arms. Take a breath in. Exhale, find side angle pose. Left forearm, left thigh, right arm reaches up. Inhale takes you back, find warrior 2, and then our triangle pose. Start to straighten your left leg, but keep a little bit of a bend in the knee. And then from here, take the left fingertips, reach them as far as you can forward. Notice as the fingertips come forward, the hips press back. From here, back of the left hand finds the left leg, right arm reaches up. Remember that we're in a high version here, because we're keeping the length through the sides of our waist. Notice the support of the feet. Inhale brings you back, finding warrior 2. Take the hands towards the heart and then step forward. Savasana pose, back to the top of the mat. And then let's see if we can turn that into a flow. As you're ready, take your inhale, arms rise up. Touch the palms, exhale, fold forward, let it go. Hands to shins, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands find the floor. Step your left foot back. Lengthen out the left heel, so press it back as you look forward. From here, we're gonna come through crescent pose. So feel the right heel, feel the support of the legs, and then rise yourself up, find crescent lunge. We're gonna dive more into our crescent lunge next week, but just seeing what it feels like here. Take the hands towards the heart, and then plant the left heel, widen the feet just a touch here so we can get the knee over the ankle, spread the arms wide. Take a breath in. Exhale, feel the strength of the legs. Breath in. Exhale, side angle pose. Right forearm, right thigh, left arm reaches up and overhead. Feel the chest opening. Inhale, rise you back up, find warrior two, straighten right leg, reach right fingers forward, find that high version of our trunk pose, konasana, length through both sides of the waist. Take that next inhale, warrior two, both arms wide. And then this time as we exhale, take both hands down towards the mat, find downward facing dog. Take a breath in, exhale, let it go. Inhale, come forward, high plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look forward. On an inhale, walk the feet towards the hands, find your forward fold. Take your inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale to rise, lift yourself all the way back up. Exhale, palms touch, take the hands towards the heart. Take a breath in. Exhale. One more time, breath in, exhale. Take that next breath in, rise the arms up, left side now. Exhale, fold forward, let it go. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, release. From here, right foot will step back behind you. Lengthen the right heel as you look forward, finding crescent lunge to start. So feel the strength in the legs, sweep the arms up, pause here. Take another breath in. Exhale, touch the palms, take the hands through heart center, and then plant the back heel down. See if you need to widen your stance a little bit for that warrior two, spread the arms out. Check in, are the hips level? Is the left knee over the left ankle? Am I rooted down through my right foot? Take a breath in. Exhale, side angle pose, left forearm, left thigh, right arm reaches up and over. Take that next breath in, rise back up, warrior two. Preparing for triangle pose here. Straighten left knee, reach the left fingers forward, and then back of the left hand finds the left leg, reach the right fingers up. Feel the arms reaching and the legs pressing, same integrity here. As you inhale, rise back up, find warrior two. On your exhale, windmill the hands down towards the mat. Find downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Exhale. Inhale, come forward, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look forward. On an inhale, walk the feet towards the hands. Find a forward fold. Once you arrive there, just exhale, let it go. Use your inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale to rise, lift yourself all the way back up. Exhale, touch the palms, take the hands to your heart, take a breath in. Exhale. Staying with the breath. Notice the activity in the body, in the legs. Notice what that little bit of movement has sort of stirred up in the body. From here, we're going to come into a standing balance pose. So we started to play with our balance in our transition as we lifted one leg. We're going to see if we can capture that balance for a few breaths, coming into tree pose or vrksasana. So take the hands the hips here. We're going to keep the hip level. So a lot of the same rules apply here in this pose as in our warrior two. We're going to pour the weight into that right foot, and then see if we can just lift the left foot off the floor into a kickstand here. So my toes are on the floor as I start to bring the knee out towards the sides, keeping the hips level. And then see if you can find the foot to the calf or foot to the thigh, whatever's most accessible for you. Sometimes it depends how slippery my pants are. I think these pants may be a little too slippery on this side, but connecting wherever makes sense for you. Remember that we don't really get much more benefit the higher we can lift the leg. Once you found it there, you can start to take the hands off of the hips, maybe hands towards the heart, maybe hands reach all the way up, like you're growing the branches of your tree. Noticing the steadiness of your standing leg. Notice the length through the sides of the waist. Notice if your room feels a little windy today. Stay with it. Take another breath in. Exhale slow as you can, then make your way out. Hands towards heart center. And then step the lifted leg back onto the floor. Second side, hands onto the hips to keep the hips level. And then pouring the weight into your left leg this time. Right foot comes into that kickstand. And then choose calf or thigh, however you would like to stand in your tree pose today. And then once you found your balance, maybe hands towards the heart, maybe arms reach up, growing the branches of your tree. See what you can notice about this side. Noticing the strength of your standing leg. Noticing how tall you feel in your strong tree pose. Take another breath in. And then as slow as you came in, make your way out. Hands to your heart. Release the lifted leg back onto the floor and then pause there in utkata. From here, one more standing pose before we make our way down to the ground. Take our feet nice and wide here, and this time we're going to take our heels and toes out, coming into goddess pose, but we're going to keep the hands onto the hips. So this time we're bending both knees. The same rules apply here. Knees track over the ankles, the direction of the toes. So see how low you can sink down here, hands are on the hips. We're going to hold here for 5. Keep the breath. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand all the way up, straighten the legs, reach the arms up. And then from here, take the hands back towards the hips, bring the feet together, and then we're gonna make our way into a seated pose. So facing any direction here on your mat, let's take our right foot in front of the left, coming into sukhasana. So shins are parallel here, sitting bones are rooted down into the ground. Take your inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, we're gonna fold forward here. So walk the hands as far forward as you would like, but keeping a long spine here. So we can come in, just fold if we want, but I encourage you to keep the length in the spine and keeping the sitting bones rooted. So it's almost like as far as you're reaching forward, your sitting bones are reaching back. So you can draw the chest through the arms and then tuck the chin slightly, keeping the spine long. Notice where you feel a sense of stretch. Stay with it, one more breath. And then on an inhale, walk yourself back up. Switch the crossed legs. We're just going to do that same thing on the second side. So shins parallel here. Take the hands out to the sides and then inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding forward, walking the fingertips out. Noticing if you feel a difference one side or the other. I know I do. Checking in here as far as the fingertips reach forward, sitting bones are reaching back. Lengthen the chest forward. Soften the neck. Reconnect to the breath. On that next breath in, slowly walk the hands in. Take the fingertips behind you and just straighten the legs for a moment. Give them a little bit of a shake. And then from here, we're gonna roll all the way down onto our backs. So take your time, lie all the way down. But keeping the knees bent, feet on the floor, feet are about hip distance apart, we're gonna come into bridge pose. And in this variation, I'll invite you to grab onto the edges of your mat for support. So as you grab onto the sides of your sticky mat, feel the upper arms like pressing down the same way that your hands are grabbing onto the mat. And then lengthen the tailbone forward as you inhale, start to peel the back body off of the mat, using the strength of the arms to press down, and the hips are lifting up. See if you can start to get that opposite action starting to work here. Staying with the breath. Lowering down wherever makes sense for you. Otherwise, we'll hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering all the way down, releasing the grip on the sides of your mat. Rotate the palms up and pause there. If it would feel good for you, you can walk the feet a little bit forward, move the knees a little bit side to side. From here, let's hug both knees into the chest, continuing that little bit of a sway. From here, feet find the floor, press into the feet to shift the hips over to the left, just about an inch or two, and then bring the knees over to the right side of your mat. Arms can be in a T or cactus, wherever is most comfortable for you, or wherever you have the most room. And then we'll pause here in our seated twist. Allowing the legs to be heavy, no effort to maintain this shape. Take another breath in. Exhale, let it go. As you inhale, slowly come back through center. Press down to the feet and lengthen the spine back out, and then take the hips over to the right about an inch or two, knees fall to the left. See if you can drop back into your twist. See if you can reconnect to the breath. Allowing the breath to slow you down. Take another breath in. Exhale. Take your inhale, slowly rise back up through center. Release the arms by the sides. And then as you're ready, lengthen one leg and then the other. Coming into our final pose, our savasana. Take a moment to check in. Notice if there's any subtle adjustments you'd like to make. Wiggle the toes a little bit to allow the outer edges of the feet to drop. Soften the belly here. Allow the chest to be open and relaxed. Release the jaw and close the eyes if that feels comfortable for you. Giving yourself a moment to rest here in Shavasana. Slowly beginning to deepen your breath. Bring movement back into fingers and toes. Circle wrists and ankles. Move the head side to side. Take the arms, reach them up and overhead. Hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Roll over onto one side. And then press yourself up into a comfortable seated pose. Finishing up our class here all together. Find the sitting bones here and create a nice tall spine. As you inhale, rise the arms. Exhale, palms touch, hands towards the heart. I'd like to thank you for joining me for our class today and taking this time to break down our Warrior Two and our side facing poses. Taking a moment, if you can, to imprint some of the alignment reminders that you can carry with you throughout your practice. I'll see you again soon. Namaste.